Hey guys, what's up? I know some of you are asking yourselves, what's the best role for me? Or which role really fits my playstyle? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about the jungler and why this role might just be the one for you. But before you start wondering or skipping the video, I highly suggest you watch until the very end because I'll explain everything you need to know in detail. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. First of all, for me, the jungler is like the semi-carry of the team, and the reason I call it a semi-carry is because you're not the one who usually dominates in the late game. That job mostly belongs to the marksman, who becomes the main damage dealer as the game goes on. But here's the thing, even if you're not the strongest in the late game, your role as a jungler is extremely important because you don't just stay in one lane. That's what makes this role different, and honestly, why it's so impactful. While laners are focused on their own matchups, you move around the map, secure objectives, apply pressure, and help every lane when they need it. And even though some people might say jungling is boring, the truth is, it's one of the most strategic and game-changing roles in the entire match. By the way, the enemy I'm facing here is Fredrin, and he even has a Tigreal with him, so things are a bit tough for me at this point. That combination can be really annoying because Fredrin is hard to burst down, and Tigreal can easily lock you down with his crowd control. But if you watched my previous video, you already know that Alpha is not an easy hero to deal with, and the main reason for that is his powerful spell Vamp. That's what makes him so dangerous. Even when the fight seems difficult, Alpha can sustain himself as long as his skills are landing. This healing ability allows you to stay longer in fights, outlast enemies, and even turn situations around that look like you're about to lose. But let's go back to the main topic. Another big reason why the jungler role is so important is because you're the one responsible for securing objectives. Personally, I really enjoy that part of the role, especially when taking objectives like the turtle feels a bit challenging. For me, that's where the real thrill of being a jungler comes in. I like the pressure of knowing that it's my job to secure the turtle or the lord, because those objectives can completely change the flow of the game. It's satisfying when you time your retribution perfectly and win that fight for your team. And every time you secure one, it's not just about the gold and XP boost, it's also about the momentum and control you give to your whole team. If you notice here, I'm hiding in the bush because the turtle is about to spawn, and at the same time, the enemy's red buff is about to appear. That's why I decided to invade first. This is a smart move as a jungler because timing and positioning are everything. By staying hidden, I can wait for the perfect moment to strike, and by invading before the turtle spawns, I put pressure on the enemy jungler and slow down his farm. If I manage to steal the red buff, that's already a huge advantage. Not only do I weaken the enemy's damage potential, but I also make it harder for them to contest the upcoming turtle. But if any of you are struggling with the jungler role, that's totally fine. It's not the only role you can play. There's always marksman, mid lane, or EXP lane that you can try instead. I didn't include roam here because honestly, roaming only feels fun and effective if you're playing with a duo or a full 5-man team. When you play roam solo, it's usually harder to enjoy and make a big impact because you rely heavily on your teammates' coordination. Without proper communication, your rotations might go to waste, and it can get frustrating. That's why if jungling feels too challenging for you right now, there's nothing wrong with exploring other roles first. Eventually, once you understand the game more, you can always come back and try jungling again with better knowledge and confidence. And here it is, since my teammates are already in a good position, I decided it was the perfect time to go for the turtle. Positioning is everything when it comes to objectives like this. If your team is already set up properly and ready to back you up, it's much safer and easier to secure the turtle without getting punished or stolen from. And as you can see here, I'm not just throwing out my ultimate carelessly. I always try to use it wisely because I want to set up properly or at least catch 2 enemies with it. Timing is everything with Alpha's ultimate. If you use it too early or on the wrong target, it's basically wasted. And of course, I don't use it on tanky heroes like Fredrin or Yu Zhong here because they're hard to kill and it's not worth wasting such an important skill on them. But if it's a full team fight and you really need to use your ultimate, then why not go for it? Just make sure that it hits the target, because if it doesn't connect, you're gonna be in big trouble. Remember, that's Alpha's only mobility skill, his only blink, so once it's wasted, you'll have a hard time escaping or repositioning. And in this clash, we actually got wiped out, and honestly, I didn't expect Fredrin and Yu Zhong's damage to be that strong already. This is a perfect example of how important it is to always respect the enemy's power spikes. Sometimes you think you can win the fight easily, but once their items are complete, their damage output becomes a lot scarier than you expect. And if you watch this and now you want to practice playing jungler, that's totally fine, go for it. Just remember, don't put too much pressure on yourself. This role takes time to learn because it's not just about farming or killing, it's also about timing, decision making, map awareness, and knowing when to secure objectives. And that's the reason why, for me, the jungler is the best role in Mobile Legends. It might not always get the most attention, and it might not feel as flashy as the marksman in the late game, but it's the role that controls the pace of the match from start to finish. You secure objectives, help every lane, pressure the map, and create opportunities for your team to win. Being a jungler means you're the one who sets the rhythm. Every turtle, every lord, every invade, and every early fight often depends on your decisions. And that level of impact is what makes this role so special. It's not just about dealing damage, it's about leading your team to victory through smart plays and perfect timing. That's why for me, jungler isn't just a role, it's the heartbeat of the team. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And let me know in the comment section if there's anything I missed. Thanks a lot. Keep grinding.